So.
And in my case, is it lower? Both?
No, it does start. It starts up.
Yeah,
it's up and through here. Not so much down here. Your lower back doesn't look bad, and your pelvic wings aren't off by much either. You know, the most trouble's over here in the leg, of all things. Now you've had some work, so maybe somebody helped you.
Yeah, well, Ryan did a lot of like straightening out my knees and my feet.
Yeah, so that's looking pretty good. We're saying that doesn't look bad. So what we're looking at now, this is either a remnant from the old thing or something acquired since. But this is rolled up, so you want to be doing a lot of work around this area, and you can do this kind of thing with it, right? I'm not going to do it because I'll take your fun away.
Okay, and then when I get there, then just
work this out, work up in here, work around here and here, and then come in here and see if you can lean on the femur to get it to roll back. Okay. And to take it down, you need to want what's wrong.
Thank you. Oh, good.
It doesn't appear to be displaced towards the front or anything like that. So if anything is displaced back and maybe rolled a little forward. So it's back this way and then rolled this way to make accommodations to try to walk. So I think it's just back. And why would it be back? I don't know.
So I wanted to
You want this thing to come this way and drop forward. Because if you feel that it's rolled back this way, it's this way and this way. And the sitting bones aren't bad, and the top of the pelvic wing isn't bad, so most of your trouble in the spine is right there. For the moment. And when you uncover that, you'll see if there's anything further.
And then they all
No, she asked, where's that little one that did such good work? And I went, oh yeah, okay, I said, go get her. There she likes her.
So we initiated with this gentleman's knee, working over the iliac crest, working across the sacrum, palpating the coccyx. It's pretty long despite a number of falls. Maybe a frame though, working with this very tip.
Sometimes the very tip gets twisted. When you hit, sometimes the turns rather than go over, sometimes in the spin to the side. So you get things going down, all of a sudden they'll start to either curl this way or curl over. Sometimes.
We did some spreading through here, create a little more through here. Going right slowly. Did have to do history. That looked pretty level so far. There's a lot of tissue here too. So it doesn't even look like this way. We got rocks, SI, injury over here.
There's strain and tension through this lower back part of the feet.
We did this touch there. We can come back.
Yeah, come back sometime or another.
Yeah, I was going to narrow how we had more slack and tension.
Yeah, sounds like a good fun. Looks good.
Anything I'm not seeing?
No, it's good. You're on the right track. Which means she's landed on that a few times. Once or twice. And it has different angles to it, which means it's more than one half. So if you feel, the first lump you feel goes one way here, and then it goes down here, and then maybe 2 or 3 good falls on this. So I would take and work all along in here and see if you can get this pelvic wing, which is probably coming back to protect that, right? If you hurt that enough, everything kind of crawls up on it and says, no, you can't get that anymore, right? You know? It's kind of like that reaction where the muscle spasm and then it stays that way. So you want this thing to come open so that the tail can refunction again. And hopefully she won't fall again. We were figuring this is the crush one. Okay, so if you come up in here and you get over the top of it, just like this, and then you go looking around this side of it to try to get fingers on it. So don't push yourself out too much like I was doing. Get a hold up in here. Right in here you can get some purchase, and right here you can get some purchase. And then you just have him move his knee forward and back.
Okay.
And as he moves his knee forward and back, that should ease down a little bit.
That should ease it.
It should ease it. Yeah, and you can also get it here, you can get it up in here, you can get it up in here. Trace that all the way
All
around
the way
until you
to
get
the
up to the
top.
sacrum, and then here's the sacrum. When he takes his knee forward, this should extend this way.
Okay.
And when he takes his knee back, you want to keep it extended. I often just, and it's a lot of work for me, it hurts a lot to hold this thing in place while he takes his knee forward and back. Because
Okay.
as he takes his knee forward, this will want to come back, and as he takes his knee back, it'll want to dump forward.
So you're really leaning in.
Yeah, I'm leaning, I'm stabilizing it so that the pressure along the joint. Because ultimately, when you want his knee, when his knee goes forward, this all ought to lengthen down in the back. It ought to come this way. Everything should drop down long.
Okay.
And it's rare that it does that.
Okay.
Most of the time, it gets all jacked up this way when they move, and then there's trouble.
All right.
So yeah, just sit on the bone and let it change. And it's the same feel as you had for the pry bars.
Okay.
So you jump into the bone and you have them move back and forth, and you're just perched on there and put your weight in and just let that thing unfold.
Okay.
It'll do it itself.
But obviously get a lot of work up here before
Yeah.
getting to that.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
It's dropped, but I bet you can get it from there. And you loosened it all up, so here's your reward for all that work of picking around it. So you just wait, put your weight in and wait for her. There you go. Little tiny bit of change. Feel it start to drop? You're just right there. I always find it very useful to tell people when it's going, because they can feel it, she can feel it, everybody can feel it. You know, when you say that. And I remember I did a craniosacral class where the instructor couldn't tell me when the tides were putting a long tide or the short tide or anything else. I said, tell me when it's changing. Because if you know what you're about, she said, oh, you just have to feel it. I said, no. I said, I can feel 4 things. Tell me which one it is.
She didn't know who she was talking to.
Yeah, she didn't know she was talking to.
You just feel it. I mean, okay, worthless class, check. So I tell people when I feel it, when I see it, because then they'll know, she knows too. Everybody knows.
Her situation is that her femur is too far back.
Her femur is rolled up, probably rolled up and jacked up.
Okay.
There's a big lump on the side that shouldn't be there from where the femur is. And Sam's sort of sitting on it and it's sliding back down.
How's it feel? Does it feel like a good stretch?
That one doesn't feel like much except like a little tiny movement, that one. Oh, wait. It's one of those, like, is this gonna do anything? But it turns out it was actually.
Yeah, because we're being nice. We're taking the slow road. The slow, gentle road. Don't you think that's a good one? Yeah, she says.
Sometimes we're like, no, I'm gonna do hard.
I feel like it's cheering when's coming up, when's coming down.
Yeah, probably. You started to settle in nicely. Yeah, sure. And then feel what you got. She's starting to get a hollow in that buttock instead of a big round bone sticking up there. And she's just starting to get that characteristically obturator hollow. That's excellent. And where do you put your pressure? On the high point.
Okay.
Wherever the high point is of this. And it should be about here. So the high point of the distortion gives you the most and gives you the best leverage. Now, if you had trouble on both sides, I'd say switch sides of the table, but I don't think you need to because it's mostly the right side that the problem's on. Now, what would the lesser trochanter be doing if this is jammed around this way and twisted? Leg, if you're twisting the leg this way and up like this, the lesser trochanter is going to run around to the front, right? So when we get around to it, we'll see if we can go through the front to drop the lesser trochanter. Because you can come underneath the leg and through the leg this way and pin that lesser trochanter between your two pressures and sink it into
It
place.
feels like it needs something else in order to.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the leg? What happened to this leg? See, you're moving this leg down, and oh, what a nice change that is. Excellent work. Absolutely excellent. Let's try turning her over just for fun. Don't let me talk into anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that side's higher, how do you get it to turn back? Particularly
Very
since you
tight.
released it in the back, right? So it's no longer stuck in the back, you have a chance to spin the entire leg around. Here's how you spin the entire leg around. What I do is I get my hand cradling the femur from the back. And I come up underneath it. So it looks like this, right? Right opposite the lesser trochanter, here and here. So if you have to get it, you get it like this, right? So you find out where that lesser trochanter line is, that takes you into it, and then your back, your bottom hand has got the femur. And then, you gotta come down this way. And you pin that lesser trochanter between your arm and the bottom, and push, and you spin the leg. So you got pressure about here, right? Right on top of the lesser trochanter, you're gonna spin that leg around this way. Put your hand on here and feel that femur. It'll go. So your short adductors are all in spasm here because this poor leg has been demanding them to do some crazy stuff. This has been twisted. That's what you want. That thing to drop into place.
Is that tender?
Okay, so
And it's.
Would you like a small pillow under his hips?
I'd like this whole thing to be longer. Come off this stuff for a second. Let's see if we can make a longer bolster for him. It's too short. It's square. You need it longer if you want. All right. He's got this one in an odd place. All right, he does. So he's managed to do some damage up in here. So it's cross fiber.
He was one of those roof jumpers you were talking about as a kid.
Oh, you tried to fly. You probably
did that.
finished. So
You did? I did too. But my roof wasn't that high. I don't think my roof was that high. We like to jump from the tree to the roof to the ground.
I see. Now, some people I know
Parkour.
when some people did 2 stories, and they used to run off the roof and land. I mean, I've worked on a lot of people that have done that.
Yeah.
I used to fly out of the swings.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good
That
times.
was fun.
Those were good times.
Landing in gravel.
Those were-
It's kind of scary though when you.
But do you remember that
lose it and you start to go
shocking nerve
backwards.
pain that would go up your spine?
No.
You
I
loved
never
that,
had
didn't you?
I remember that, and I was like 5. I'm like,
jump
oh,
off
no
the roof
wonder
and
I
hit your
herniated.
No. Never did
So
that.
what you want to do is clear off the back here of all this kind of stuff that's stringy. You put your fingers in here and then run up and down where I am. So I take over my grip. You found that, those guys? Yeah, those guys. You want to strum the heck out of those and go looking for all those little strandy things all along the back of both fingers.
Okay. Okay.
So when you get that stuff loosened up, let's see what he's like down here. Too bad.
I felt that was pretty even.
Pretty even. The most trouble's out here in this joint for him.
Okay.
And it could be, since he's a roof jumper, that this guy's up. They actually get dislodged out of the socket a little bit and stay like that for a lifetime, and it'll take put them back in. So if you go over this stuff and get all this stuff loosened up, we'll see if we can't reseat it. I
Okay.
think that might be the trouble over there, because it's odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very strange. It's what you get for jumping off of roofs.
You can spread the
Is it's interesting, it's not your average distortion. So I think it's rolled back a little bit. So if we can set it up this way, that would be nice. And then that'll roll it like this. So I'll let you do it. So usually what I do is either grab it like that or you can grab it like this and twist it up. So you want to get into the corner here and into the corner here, so you have it, right? Take over those and see if you wiggle your way to the corners. Here. Bracket the feeling. Okay, so you get it. Once you wiggle in there so you're solid, then take the whole thing. Just
Over there?
okay. A little slower because you're drinking. So put pressure in and weight and put all this stuff across. Just take it. I broke this for you, so just roll. Just roll it. You can do it. Once you roll it, look at that. Feel the difference in that. Isn't that pretty? Now, the other thing I want to check is down here. If you can get that off of here, again, this is the nerve pathway. That's right. So this stuff down here, you might be able to do a little bit of work around here. Clean this off, and here's some stringy stuff right here. Look for strings.
Okay.
Cross fiber strings.
Yeah, just for me.
Yeah, cross the little strings, see what you can get done. Check up in here, yeah, check up in
You
here.
know, that it's just doing, kept strumming and nothing happened, so now this maybe.
After this, and then you might be able to take this and haul this way. Same way you did this one, haul this way.
Okay.
Let's loosen the strings first. Now that you have a sitting bone that's separated from the leg, as long as those legs get rolled around and plastered on the sitting bone, they're going to push on the nerve. And nobody's going to know why. You know, they're going to blame the lumbar space, fifth lumbar, because of the symptoms going down, but very often it's the leg rolled on top of the nerve. Because what's it going to do if she hits you? It's either going to run forward or it's going to run back. If it runs back, it's got this space on the side to go into, right? If it goes this way, it's got all this space in here to go into. If it goes forward, it's the same if it's broken. If they roll forward, it's a bad deal. You know, you break the leg, you break the rings, not good. So, you want to go back if at all possible. Say for your marriage, you can hold it. So, I was doing this under the table. You're going to reach underneath and catch the femur so you know where it is. Right? So your femur rests up here. You got it like that. And then you can come across this way. So reach underneath here, find where the femur is. Got her like this, right? And you come over here, come across here. Doing it right.
Nothing to take it slow.
Yeah. Good. Gotcha. So then you have that pin. And from that side, you lay right across on this end. Right across here. And you just sort of between your two hands, squeeze that thing, camp on it for a minute and see how it goes. Don't be in too much of a hurry to push it.
You want you to go on to your swing.
Because I'm probably going to spring it right there. There it goes. So now you can run down. Just breathe easy. Keep up the pressure as it slides away from you. Just keep following. So there's enough pressure to keep changing. Because if you just push and stay there, then it fades away and stops. Follow me. So we take this out this way. Stay there. Stay there.
What becomes the charge of this? It does not hurt, but a lot of effort. Right, you're working against all the
You want to find out where it is on the top, so your thumbs come up over the top of it, and then this stuff just goes down to the pubic tubercle. So put pressure, so you can put pressure this way, and you can put pressure this way. And then you wait. To see if that joint will normalize a little bit. Because it is a joint. This is the third joint in the pelvis. There's one either side of the sacrum and one in the middle. And they all move quite a bit. And nobody ever looks at this one. It's impolite. It's a functional joint for the inside.
The white girl SI. That wasn't that long.
Okay, good. Alright, so that's a lot better. See what you can get up in here. See how much taller you think she's here? She's actually up here. Feel the difference there. Doesn't she fool you? Don't you think it's there? But keep going. Ha. Doesn't she fool you? She does. She does fool you. She is tricky. Must be that nursing training.
Yeah.
So see what you can do to level that out. Kind of go along the rim here, and just sort of ease it out as you go.
Ask the top of the room, doesn't see him?
Yeah.
So you come up over this way, and you drive in. So you find the top of this, and then you drive in this way. On top of it, and then push down, because this one needs to come down.
So that crease there is what you look for, and then you kind of anchor in thumb-wise.
Right here.
Yeah.
Coming across the top. This leg was high, right? This whole thing, you got the leg down, you got this. The only thing that's left over is a distortion right at the rim from that being popped up.
Right.
This is flared up.
Yeah.
You want to fold that back down.
Okay.
And it's the same feel that you get when you do those pry bars and stuff. You go and you drive into the bone and you wait.
And wait, okay.
And it'll fold itself back down, and you just take that thing that's flared up and just fold it back down.
Okay.
So you're gonna get yourself, I sort of wrap, if this is the rim, I kind of wrap over the top of it.
Like so.
Yeah, go around the corner like that. So you cup over it just a little bit. So yep, that's right. I usually wrap my finger on the top. And then I use this edge. And then just lean your weight in. It's a little, don't hurt your fingers, but use that edge.
Yeah. It's,
Just wait. Still as a mouse, give it a chance to think about it.
I feel him accepting more too.
There you go. So you just fold it down. Push it down so it's not flared up. So it'll make the leg stay in place down instead of popping up.
I felt something go there.
You did. Don't forget to go around the corner and make sure that stuff goes down too.
So do I kind of come more like that?
You can go around here. So walk around and get up to the table.
Sure, that feels good.
So you fold that acetabular margin back down so it'll hold the cup in place so that leg can't go ahead. Yeah, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Fold it. Perfect. Yep. Nice.
Can you check that?
Sure. Oh, not that. Let's see if there's anything left for you. Alright, so if you grab the ring of trochanters, just grab them and push together and pull them down.
Push and pull down.
Grab them, push together and pull them.
Okay.
Grab them this way.
This.
Squeeze it this way.
Imaginary trochanter.
Imaginary trochanters. Squeeze those guys, shove them into the sockets. Pull down.
That's really nice.
As long as you can there and let them ease. And some of that, when you take your hands off and then feel back again, that some of that bone quality should disappear. Yep. Now you just have
His whole shape is
wow.
different.
Instead of all. Do that one more time just for fun. Then you just grab the trochanter. Why not?
It's there.
I'm ridiculously direct.
That's magic.
No,
see
he's
it
got
moving.
it.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the table right now.
Because this was jacked
Exactly.
up. It was jacked up and you bent the rim. Bent the rim.
See him make his pelvis like
Hair longer? I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that. Besides, I don't know if you can do that, but you can
It's so
certainly.
different.
Yes. That's much better. All right, turn yourself over. Stretch out for a minute the other way. That should feel quite interesting in those hips of yours.
great.
Much looser, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet that feels very nice. All right, and they have until about 5-ish? Okay, yeah. This is about 4:30. You have about a half an hour to go before you need to sort of wind it up. So you want to be thinking about that. So if you haven't done much on the other side, now's the time. But most of you are doing pretty good for balance and stuff. And that's rather wonderful. Now, if he doesn't have, do you need a bathroom run or anything like that? Because we'll be pushing through here. Okay. So all of this stuff changed, right?
Now you want to lift it.
Now you want to go in here and
Yeah.
see if any of this stuff will adapt to the new situation. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is all good. So you just want to take these things and ease the front of the sacrum. Ease it up this way. Ease things up.
You're kind of pushing down, but you're pushing up.
Pushing down, I'm coming this way and I'm pulling up this way. Up the front. You want to, you would like to come all the way around, but that's really the easiest to do with women because they're wider through here. Men are narrower, so it's harder to get your
I
hands.
already, when I was waiting for you, I gave one try on that, and then this is especially with him, it's a little fit, narrow there.
It's hard to get in, exactly. So what you want to do is you stay off all of this stuff in here, and you come over if you feel there's a place right here that lets you in. Right there, feel that? Yeah, that's where you go. You avoid the inguinal ligament, you avoid the iliacus, you go right down, which would be at the edge of the psoas. So you come in here, just like that, and then just ease just a little bit down into the front.
And then you wait for it to accept, right?
Yeah, wait for it to accept and then slide stuff up.
Okay.
Just lift stuff up, it'll feel really good.
Okay.
Okay, this along the edge where the muscle comes in, and it comes popping off here. It kind of rounds up. It's kind of tense just as it gets in, probably because the tail's a little forward. And if you jam the tail forward, all the muscle can do is bunch. Just trying to pull it out,
So
but
you're
can't get it.
literally, okay.
So I'm scraping back and forth across the edge, lengthening that out, getting the, the gluteal off of the tail.
Okay.
Like that. And then if you feel that side and that side, you'll feel the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see if you can do the same thing on the other side.
Okay. I'll do that, but then also, what do you think the next, what should I do?
This femur sticks up, this one doesn't. So come in here, roll it on up.
So you're just, okay.
But I pulled this out just a little bit more.